Good morning, the Sim Racing Clan. It is Sunday, February 26th, which means that it's Daytona Day. I am a few hours away from witnessing my very first Daytona 500 in person. We're getting ready to walk over. Well, I guess we aren't really getting ready. We are walking over to the track right now. Gonna be pretty fucking epic. I don't know if, you know, I don't really know how you can really top this weekend thus far with this. It's probably impossible, but this is how we cap it off. Looking forward to it. Gonna be meeting up with some pretty awesome ass people today as well. So it's just all in all gonna be a really awesome day to cap off the 2017 Speed Weeks, and I guess I'm being interrupted by Wes.
February 26th.
Yeah, buddy.
500 miles. 200 laps. Door handle to door handle. Trading paint. Tempers will flare, tears will fall. Are you ready?
That was beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, your intro from Wes the Lobster Hogue. So, we just stopped at a Sunoco gas station just to pick up a couple things. Wes is going to meet up with a friend, so she wanted some cigarettes, and he got some sunglasses and some beer. So, Wes forgot to get the cigarettes. So now, he's all the way back there again, having to wait in the line because he forgot his cigarettes. Well, his friend's cigarettes.
I called it.
Good job, Wes. Good job.
Alright,
so we located over to
your stream. You were talking about you were going to do this whole thing. I was looking forward to it.
So right now we've located over to the Chevy tent. I know I've talked to you guys a ton about it on stream, and super excited. Honestly, this is probably my highlight before the race. Getting able to meet up with a few streamers, sim racers. I met with Casey on Friday a little bit, and now I'm here with Casey and both Nathan. You guys know him as Pasts or Posts, the German way. So I can do a little pan here to include everybody into the TSRC TV
What's up, guys?
vlogs.
Here we are.
Very, very stoked.
Casey, this is my wife, Casey.
So
Casey, I'm glad we handled our business online.
the 2016 NASCAR iRacing Series Fixed Champion, Casey Kerwin, the man, the myth, the legend. So we've just been chilling, shooting the shit.
2017. I'm not one to brag, but I did win the 500 this year. Thank God. I got to fly down.
I got run over. I got to race with this
I
dude.
know.
I got to race with this dude and Casey.
We all ran
on Wednesday.
I got to fly down in a good mood, not a bad mood. I was very happy about that. That was my favorite part. I was like, tomorrow's gonna be a great day.
But so yeah, I told you guys I was gonna do this. So I had to include him in it a little bit. So we're getting down to it. It's like 2 hours or so until race time. So
Would you like a Miller?
I'm getting pumped. All right, so I'm just walking away from meeting up with and hanging out with Casey and Nathan. Absolutely awesome. It was really cool to meet up with those guys. Again, I met with Casey on Friday, but meeting Nathan and stuff was just really, really freaking cool for me. So I'm walking back over to try to meet up with Wes and get ready to go because we're about an hour away from the green flag. So we gotta start thinking about getting in, getting comfortable, getting ready for this race. So I'm stoked. I hope that you guys are stoked. I'm gonna try to get some good videos for you guys for this race, and I really hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
Race fans, give them a Daytona salute. Get on your feet.
Here we
Get
go.
ready to send the most talented stock car drivers in the world around for the great American race. This is history in the making. The Daytona 500 to play out before us under beautiful blue skies here in the state of Florida. Get ready. Get set. This is the Daytona 500, NASCAR's finest race.
into that high lane. Junior will clear the Jamie McMurray machine. He'll go single file in second. McMurray and Denny Hamlin run third and fourth as they come up to speed.
Two-car breakaway up front in Chase Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Jr. side by side behind them. Down to the inside is Jamie McMurray. Top side, Denny Hamlin. Behind them, it's 2 by 2, virtually through the entire field.
Side by side from third on back behind Chase Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Then it's Jamie McMurray to the inside of Denny Hamlin. Back his last to the inside of McMurray.
Yeah, buddy!
With Dale Earnhardt Jr. in tow, then it's Denny Hamlin, Jamie Mack, and Clint Boyer.
That side-by-side battle for third and fourth continues, and it's all ones in row number 2. Jamie McMurray downstairs, Denny Hamlin topside. Nobody able to get the advantage as they chase Elliott.
Denny Hamlin surges forward just a tad. Matter of fact, he closes up on the back bumper of Dale Earnhardt Jr., but he cannot break free of Jamie McMurray. Now he does. He'll get some help from Clint Boyer. Now it's Hamlin to third.
Outside lane begins to advance just a bit. Denny Hamlin up to third. Clint Boyer fourth car in line in the outside, but now the inside lane rallying back, led by Jamie McMurray.
McMurray hoping those two guys out front don't cross over and pull down it. Brett Keselowski and Matt Kenseth both trying to help push him to the front.
Both lanes high and low with plenty of drafting help right now. The leader continues to be Chase Elliott. Dale Earnhardt Jr. rides in second, but here comes the challenge down low. Jamie McMurray to the bottom of the racetrack for the number 2 spot.
Dale Jr. taking a wider line in turn number 2, and that's going to open up the inside line for Jamie McMurray to get into some advantage. He'll do that. He'll pull up alongside Jr. Now they're side by side for second.
Inside lane beginning to advance, led by Jamie McMurray. Now Chase Elliott will cross over to the bottom. Elliott all by himself out front. The rest of the field stacked up side by side.
And as a reminder, Jimmy Johnson was joined at the
Junior just got hung the fuck out
earlier this week. Now they've got some work to do. It's Chase Elliott.
He shows the way by a car length over a side-by-side battle that continues for the number 2 position. Jamie McMurray on the inside, Denny Hamlin on the outside, Dale Earnhardt Jr. kick to the middle.
Yeah, Dale Jr. is stuck in the middle. He'll fall out of the top 5. He's going to fall out of the top 10. He's about to fall out of the top 15. Jr. needs some help, and he'll get it from Joey Logano right up the middle.
Oh, well, outside the top 10 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a 3-wide battle with Matt Kenseth to his inside and Ryan Newman to his outside. Up front, Chase Elliott pulls away.
Last week in the clash, we saw the car start slowing. Now we got a much hotter track surface, and Dave Moody, I gotta believe on the exit of turn 2, your corner's the one to be watching when these cars quit handling good.
They've got elbows up already, Rusty. There's no doubt about that. Man on the move early, Clint Boyer. He just changed lanes. Look at the bottom. He'll take second from Hamlin.
He'll drop his Ford out of line, pull to the inside of the racetrack, right in front of Jamie McMurray. New second-place man, Clint Boyer. He's a half a car length off the back bumper of Chase Elliott, and they are stacked up behind him.
And Boyer has drafting help on the bottom from Jamie McMurray, who is side by side with Denny Hamlin. Here comes Boyer. He changes lane, goes to the outside, and challenges Chase Elliott for the race lead.
You know, we just saw Dale Earnhardt Jr. He went from running second all the way back to the 11th position. We saw that with the Xfinity race last night quite a few times.
And it's not where you want to be right now, Dave Moody. If you are stuck in that middle lane without any help at all, you're going to be going backwards.
Only one direction, and that's to the tail of the field. Up front, though, it's on again for the lead.
Side by side for the lead as they race off turn number 2. Just to put a footnote on the Dale Jr. story, he is 4th in line on the inside lane. Who leads that inside line? Jamie McMurray, and he's going for the lead.
The red and blue McDonald's Chevrolet goes to the front of the field by a fender over Chase Elliott. McMurray to the bottom. Chase Elliott topside off the corner.
Side by side throughout the field as they come off turn number 1. He gets it done, but Chase Elliott draws even again with plenty of drafting help in the outside lane.
Side by side, nobody getting any advantage here in the early going. It's a Chevrolet battle at the front of the field. Jamie McMurray drafting help from Kevin Harvick on the inside. Chase Elliott drafting help from Clint Boyer on the outside.
Jamie McMurray takes the lead off turn number 2. He'll stay to the bottom. Now he'll jump to the outside line, right in front of Chase. He'll pull back across the nose of Kevin Harvick. New leader, Jamie McMurray.
himself to the front of the field for Jamie McMurray, side by side for second. Kevin Harvick to the inside of Chase Elliott. And then it's Brad Keselowski up into the top 5. He goes to the inside of Clint Boyer.
1 year ago, Jamie McMurray
Came back up pretty quickly.
Harvick the second, then Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is back inside the top 5.
All of a sudden, Chase Elliott having to fight for his life in that outside lane. He's back into a side-by-side battle for third. Down low, here comes Brad Keselowski.
That is the third place battle as they race off turn number 2 behind Keselowski. You've got Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the inside line, Logano behind him, along with Kyle Larson.
Like
they continue in double wide formation from third now on back.
2 laps ago, Dale Earnhardt Jr. fell out of the top 10. Suddenly, he is back in the top 5. Fourth car to the bottom lane, side by side with Chase Elliott for the 4th spot.
We've been so accustomed to seeing Kevin Harvick.
Try it.
Now he's got the whole Stewart-Haas team that can help him draft with those forwards.
8 laps are complete. Jamie McMurray leads the Daytona 500.
Wait, what do you mean you're used to watching this on TV?
And it continues to be Jamie McMurray showing the way side by side, racing throughout the field. The pack is not separated much from either one.
Right? Like, wait a minute, I'm here. They can't be ahead of me.
Back a little bit. The bottom lane has the first 5 places, and they are coming to the line to complete. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Joey Logano, your top 5. Chase Elliott has faded back in the 6th spot. He is still riding the top line as they work their way. Joe over off of 2.
And Chase Elliott up in the rearview mirror sees it full of Clint Boyer. Then you go back to Denny Hamlin, the man who won last year. Kurt Busch up there in the outside lane. But it is a bottom groove that continues to push forward, led by Jamie McMurray off the end of the super stretch. Is still up front in the Daytona 500 after 9 laps of green flag racing. Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Dale Earnhardt Jr. This is the Motor Racing Network.
No change right now as that bottom line is about 20 cars long, and it is nose to tail all the way back. Still, Jamie McMurray showing the way. A little bit of a breakaway by the first 4 competitors. Joey Logano fades back maybe a car length behind Dale Jr. as they make their way to the end of the super stretch and head off into turn 3.
Well, Chase Elliott starting to gain ground up there in the outside lane. Was able to get by Joey Logano. Now draws alongside his Hendrick Motorsports teammate at the left elbow. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. battling for the 3rd position. Here comes Chase Elliott leading the charge up the outside.
Chase Elliott now running in the 4th spot. He stays in the outside lane and is moving up. All the way through the banking down in the west end of the speedway. No change in the top 5. It is side-by-side battle for that 5th spot with Joey Logano on the bottom. On the top side of the track, it is Chase Elliott.
No, you don't.
Back in the World Center of Racing with Jamie McMurray continuing to lead the Daytona 500. We're 11, coming up on 12 laps to go. That's 12 laps of the... And there's some of the crew chiefs and drivers. How do you think they're going to play this first stage in the history of this?
Well, I think at the very end of it, you know, around lap 58 or 59, if they're close enough to try to gain a couple positions, they're going to probably push it and try to maybe make a couple of daredevil moves, I call it. But you got to remember, this is a Daytona 500. You can't do anything crazy early to put yourself out of it. But they do want those points. 10 points goes to stage 1 winner, so he's going to go for it.
And Winston Kelly, we heard from Clint Boyer earlier this week when asked about the stages. He said, "What stages? I'll worry about that in Atlanta. Right now I'm focused on winning the Daytona 500.
From a team perspective, but from the driver's perspective, I think what you're going to see, especially in the first run before we have caution flag or a pit stop. It's going to be just what we would expect without the stages. And somebody like Clint Boyer, who seems like kind of an unbridled bull now that has had the bridle taken off of him after last year. I look for Clint Boyer to be one of those dark horses today that we might just be visiting with in victory lane. But I think you're absolutely right. He told us, I think, in the first practice, it was time to go, can't go, and that's what he's doing.
The top 10 in the finish of each of the first two stages. Jamie McMurray is up front. The field comes to the entrance of pit road, and Joey Logano comes off the racetrack. He's headed out for service. Mr. Kelly.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road, coming to the attention of his crew. Going to see exactly what he's doing. They're going to go to work on the right side of the car. Don't know if it's a vibration or a tire going down a couple of pit stops away from it. They've changed the right side tires, come around to the left side of the car. This is definitely going to change their strategy. Todd Gordon is crew chief, one of those who can get aggressive on pit calls. We'll find out what the situation is. Get right back to you.
The 2015 Daytona 500 winner with problems early at pit stop. Joey early.
Here they come across the line. 15 laps now complete. Let's look at the top 10 or 20 anyway. Jamie McMurray leads. Kevin Keselowski, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Chase Elliott complete the front five. 6th is Denny Hamlin. 7th, Kyle Larson. Kurt Busch is 8th. Ty Dillon 9th, and Austin Dillon 10th.
And Mike Bagley, top 6, single file. The battle is on from 7th on back.
Kyle Larson to the inside. Kurt Busch to the outside. Each driver has drafting help.
They are side by side for the 7th spot. Behind them, Ty Dillon and Austin Dillon go side by side for 9th. David Racing right now running out the top 10.
Here comes off turn. Mr. Kelly, what was the problem?
It's a loose wheel, and what that means is one of the bolt openings on the hub has been rounded out. Not sure exactly which tire it is, but that's what it is when it's a loose wheel. They're currently evaluating the different hubs and seeing where one of those openings might be rounded out, but that was the situation, a loose wheel for Joey Logano.
Tab Boyd is the spotter for Joey Logano on the roof above us, and you can only imagine, Rusty, he is saying, pedal as hard as you can. They're 20 back, they're 15 back, they're 10 back, now they're 5 back, about to put Logano 1 lap down.
He's going to go a lap down, but if caution does come out, he
All right, 6 cars field on the racetrack this time, coming for service. First, Denny Hamlin.
Maybe what they're trying to do is if this goes green, pit now, stay out the rest of the segment and get those points.
Mark Truex Jr., one of those, that's this aggressive pit stop.
Suarez locked him up big time.
Kyle Busch on pit road. They're in that.
Oh, he fucking missed his pistol, I think.
45 laps in the segment. They need to be hooked up. That's what we talked about at the top of the broadcast. So the
expected to be way up front
and the Furniture Road teams decide to come down pit road. Alex.
Disaster for the rookie Eric Jones. Had to back up and get the car in. He's going to lose all of his drafting partners that came down, and his strategy has gone right out the window.
And all of a sudden, we got a lot going on. Logano pedaling for all he can to try to stand in the Toyota's on pit road, lap 17, and the rookie makes the first.
I wonder if he's got a tire down from locking him up. That's why he's so slow right now.
Too fast entering. He will be.
Well, he's fucking putzing on the apron right now.
So he'll go a lap down. Strategy already very early in the running.
Has not been able to accelerate. He's still on the apron, heading back to pit road.
As the draft is chasing Joey Logano, Davey's doing all he can to stay out front.
Everything he can not to fly flat down right now. He's got Kevin Harvick right on his back bumper. Another couple of car lengths back to Chase Elliott. Then Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Joey Logano's driving for his life right now. He's got Kevin Harvick in the rear view mirror. A lap ago, Kevin gave him a good pop in the old trunk there, headed off into turn number 3, keeping Logano on the lead lap, and the pack is bearing down.
On the lead lap, but only about a half top, a car like Ford, Joey Logano, Kevin and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I don't know how this has happened. It looks like Suarez has right now, trying to blend back in the pack. He's definitely going to go left out for sure.
And Matt Kenseth is back in again.
Matt Kenseth did bring his car in. I'll check and see what the status was with Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, that worked out well for him.
Right front flat tire.
Fucks it up.
So at lap 20 here as we cycle through some pit stops. The Joe Gibbs cars all came in. A problem for Daniel Hemrick. A problem, obviously, for Matt Kenseth as well, coming in a second time.
So Daniel Suarez with an issue, and then you also had Eric Jones with an issue. A return visit to pit road for Matt Kenseth. And, you know, it's interesting.
Basically, an experiment. But there's three of them up there that hooked up pretty good right now. I see Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Mark Truex.
Oh my God!
The satellite team, the Joe Gibbs team. It looks to me like they know
now he's serving his penalty.
Laps in the first stage.
Holy
so
shit!
It looks like they pitted early.
Welcome to the Cup Series.
They might be in position to win stage one, right where they want to be.
Kevin Harvick is showing laps are complete. He's leading over Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Jamie McMurray. That is your top five. Advanced Comfort Jeans made with 20% stronger denim. And today, Wrangler Advanced Comfort Jeans.
It is still Joey Logano able to stay out in front. And it is Dale Jr. who has moved up to the outside lane now, as did Chase Elliott. So they are running 1-2. They started that way all the way in the Great American Race. And now they're in the outside lane and gaining some momentum as they get to the end of the super stretch and head off into turn 3. Chase Elliott now up, battling side by side. Kevin Harvick for second. Dale Jr. just behind. As they come into the trioval to complete
Behind the race leaders in the battle behind them, wheel to wheel is the battle lead in the Daytona 500 around the outside lane. Chase Elliott trying to take over the top spot to the outside of Kevin Harvick. They are dead even through the middle of turns 1 and 2.
down the super stretch now. Chase gained the lead as he pulls out in front of Kevin Harvick in the outside lane with help from Junior, who is now side by side with Harvick, and that will be a battle for the second spot as Joey Logano tries to hold on to the lead, approaching him on the outside lane, and it looks like Joey
outside line being led by Chase Elliott, the race leader here today. He's got help from his Hendrick Motorsports teammate to the rearview mirror. That is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jamie McMurray is stacked up there on the outside. Behind on the lower side of the racetrack, Kevin Harvick right on the back bumper of the now lapped machine. Joey Logano as they hit the back straightaway.
midway down the super stretch. Logano able to check out by a car to stay on that lead lap. The battle now side by side once again. Kevin Harvick on the low side, on the high side. It is Chase Elliott, your pole sitter for the 59th running of the Daytona. Turn 4 and into the trioval. Now the inside. Brad Keselowski for third. Turn 4 to complete lap number 185. There will be 15 to go. Everybody remains nose to tail in the high road as they pull right over into turn 1.
You got to think that Joey Logano was showing a lot of strength there just a few laps ago is not done yet. He sits 14th right now, yellow 22 towards the tail end of that lead draft. But boy, they got to get it going here pretty soon and not allow those two drafts to separate, which is exactly what is happening right now. All of a sudden, you see the top 9 machines with the back car being Cole Witt separating by about 5 or 6 car lengths the second group of leaders.
And that is not going to help Joey Logano as they continue to the high groove over between 3 and 4. Finish line to complete another way. And it is Chase
closer to the final lap of the Daytona 500. The last lap is the Credit One Bank one to go. Credit One Bank is the official credit card of NASCAR. See if you pre-qualified today at creditonebank.com.
So far, it's been a great speed weeks for Chase Elliott. He won the pole for the Daytona 500. He's won his qualifying race in the Can-Am Duo on Thursday night. He's in position now. It was Fireball Roberts. 1984, Caleb and in 1985, it was Chase Elliott's dad, the awesome one, Bill Elliott.
Well, let's go back to the beginning of our broadcast. The keys to the race. Rusty Wallace, number 4, go time, and we are now inside that go time window.
Yeah, I said right there at the beginning of the race, I think 15 laps is about all you can wait before you got to go and get yourself in position right now. So we're 12 laps to go, guys. When they get to the line, they better be hard down to that throttle right now and trying to get themselves to the front. I'm afraid those guys back in 9th, 10th, 11th, those positions might be out of the unless they get going. He's tailback right now in this little drive.
Chase Elliott shows the way. Martin Truex Jr., who came so close to winning the Daytona 500 last year, is sitting there in the second spot, and you know he must be going through his mind. Last year, I don't want to do that again. And then comes Kurt Busch, who's never won here at Daytona. He's lined up third in an opportunity to win the Great American Race. They have Kyle Larson and Casey Kane, 2 more drivers who've never won here at the World Center of Racing.
So you're saying there's some tough customers at the back door of the young sophomore seasoned driver, Chase Elliott? That might be an understatement. Now, keep in mind, the front end of the Toyota for Martin Truex Jr. is used up.
Well, you read my mind. There's about 3 of them left that are used or elsewhere, Jeff. One of those, though, is Chase Elliott. He's got a pretty clean nose on his That's an advantage.
With all that going on, when you look smack dab in the middle of this lead draft, you take a trip down memory lane. You got the 21 of the Wood Brothers, and you got the 43 of Richard Petty working together for now, and they have an opportunity to win this as well.
Both of those cars right now just outside of the top 5 in the 6th and 7th positions for Ryan Blaney and Eric Almirola, still single file among the lead group.
What was a 7-car breakdown? They've joined in the party, and we're down to 10 laps to go. It is definitely go time, Dave Moody.
Paul Menard, A.J. Allman, Austin Dillon, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, all have joined the tail end of that draft. Logano drops to the bottom, but slides right back in line.
He drives right back in line, but jumps up in line, right in front of Michael McDowell, right behind Austin Dillon. Here's Paul Menard to the inside of Eric Almirola in 3.
Goes to the inside of Eric Almirola. There's Paul Menard.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
Now Ryan Blaney will throw the block on Paul Menard.
Get bottom line running, boys. Oh, come on, what the fuck?
Join him solo, Joey Logano, as they race back to 1.
9 laps to go. Time to put the cards on the table. Ryan Blaney leads that inside line charge. They're up to about the top 5.
But they need more help to get closer to the front. Only 3 cars on the bottom, as Dave mentioned. Ryan Blaney.
They've got a pit. Chase hasn't got a home in hell. He's been leading the pack.
Side-by-side battle for 5th.
And it's allowed the top 4 to break away just a bit.
They haven't been saying on the broadcast, so I don't know.
Truex Jr., Kurt Busch, and Kyle Larson. Then the side-by-side racing begins with Ryan Blaney and Casey Kane.
9 cars in that outside lane. That's a lane open. Now it's working. That's the fast lane.
Outside lane is now maybe the place to be. This entire track is in shadow. The temperature has dropped dramatically, and the high line led by Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., the top 2, they stay in single file formation, along with Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, and Casey Kane. They are the top 5 on the
Behind them, you have Paul Menard, also single file A.J. Allmendinger, Eric Almirola, Michael McDowell, and Joey Logano, followed by Ryan Blaney. That's the lead group as they come back off the corner.
When will Truex make Chase Elliott look for his content to ride right behind the aperture? Busch, Kyle Larson, Casey Kane.
Everybody for the moment continues to bide their time and ride single file, just inches off that safer barrier. Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr.
The move is going to come. The question is, who will be the first to make it and when will it happen? Everybody, single file. No one stepping out of line. I'm sure developing plans to try to win the Great American Race.
Right now, everybody's still single file except for Joey Logano. He pulls out of line, but only has one car with him, and Ryan Blaney.
In about 3 or 4 laps, something's got to happen. Something's got to be. They got to try to win this 500. And I know one thing. We'll see what happens after that gets done.
Sun is setting in Daytona Beach and the tension is rising as we're getting down to it. Only 6 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Joey Logano breaks out of line. Down on the inside of the track, but has no held back, man.
He's side by side for the 7th position. He's racing alongside A.J. Allmendinger. He's only got Ryan Blaney behind him. He loses ground and he loses Blaney, who gets back in line.
Blaney pulls back in line and now goes back to the bottom of the racetrack. There's Ryan Blaney, but it's going to take more than 2 of them to get to the front of the field. Just Logano and Blaney on the bottom of the racetrack.
It is a 12-car draft working. Chase Elliott at the front end of the draft. Austin Dillon at the top. It's changed. They're racing back yet again into turn number 1.
Does anybody have car enough to pull out of line and challenge Chase Elliott? Truex, for the moment, stays in line, as does Kurt Busch, as does Kyle Larson.
Joey Logano still the only car on the bottom of the racetrack.
We're going to see like that in the last fucking lap, and Chase is going to win the race.
Meanwhile, it's turning into a 3-car breakaway in the front of the field with Elliott, Truex, and Kurt Busch.
About a car length and a half back to Kyle Larson. He runs in 4th. Casey Kane is in 5th. Paul Menard in 6th. A.J. Allmendinger. They're the front side.
Chase Elliott leads the Daytona 500. 4 laps to go. All seems well. Fuel cell, Weston Kelly.
Well, everybody that we talked to gave me one of those together and said they're very close, except for 2. Martin Truex Jr.'s crew and Kyle Larson said they could go the rest of the way. All the rest of them are in that boat. They could run out on the last lap.
Let that fucking 24 run out.
Kurt Busch, his crew chief Tony Gibson said they were a half a lap shy to make it to the distance. However, Casey Kane, he does have enough gas in the tank, Steve Post.
Come on, Kyle. Come on. Come on, Marcy. Let's go, baby. Somebody go that motherfucker.
Speed, he pulled up in front of Kurt Busch. Larson now goes to 3rd, but Chase
Back in line in position number 3. Joey Logano back at the tail end of the draft, still trying to go it alone. Lonesome Joey at the bottom of the racetrack, not making any ground.
Leaders coming up on more lap traffic. Chase Elliott continues to hug the outside wall. Martin Truex Jr. right in his wake.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Go. Fuck you, Chase. Fuck you, Chase. Fuck yeah, baby. Yeah. Fuck you, Chase. Get the fuck to the back, you motherfucker. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Fuck that 24. Storytell's all over, boys.
Close to the outside of Truex. They're side by side for second as Truex now will lose 3rd to Casey Kane. Joey Logano sniffles up right behind Truex. Larson is the leader.
This is going to be fucking epic.
To the point. Last lap, the race leader was Martin Truex Jr. He is back to his side-by-side battle for 5th. Here they go.
Here we go. I don't know who the fuck to root for.
It's the credit 1 bank.
I'm pretty much happy anyway.
Kyle Larson leads.
Casey Kane.
Dude, Nathan's gonna go fucking ballistic. He got it.
Has the big cards over Kyle Larson and AJ.
Leads the Daytona 500. He's never Great American Race. In the AJ Allmendinger, Eric Almirola, the top 5. And we go to pit road.
Oh, thank fucking God it was not Shane Dolly.
Daytona Beach native. Talking to his mom and dad. He's grabbing it hungry. Tony Gibson from Daytona Beach. You're a Daytona 500 champion, man.
Unbelievable. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Wow. Everybody, Stewart-Haas Racing. Everybody. What a race. Kurt
Chase ran out anyway. Good.
I love everybody. NASCAR, everybody. Thank you so much.
Tony Gibson, the winning crew chief.
Finally got a plate racing to the fucking 500. Dude, Nathan is gonna go fucking ballistic.
Get ready, Alex Hayden. You will be a part of it. The guy won the championship in 2004. That guy we're talking about is Kurt Busch at age 38 from Las Vegas, Nevada. Kurt Busch is a winner in the Daytona 500.
Oh, thank God fucking Chase got hung out. Thank fucking God.
Here he comes, down the front straightaway, champion of the 59th edition of the Great American Race. Give it up for Kurt Busch.
Joe, we talked about the cars that might not make it because of fuel, and we found out there were several of them out there that did not make it. And there is Kurt Busch sliding across the Daytona logo and celebrating his win in the 59th edition of the Great American Race here at Daytona International Speedway. And what a day it is for that young man.
Kurt Busch from Las Vegas, Nevada wins the Daytona 500. He gives Tony Stewart, as a car owner, his very first victory in the Great American Race. And he's about set to get out of that number 41. Give him a big Daytona welcome. Here's the crew coming across the ball field right at the Daytona logo. He's out of the race car, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt Busch is a Daytona 500 champion.
His brother Kyle took the first segment of this, the first stage of this race tonight, but I'm
his
sure
dumb ass probably already flew the fuck out of here.
more celebrated than that. And there he is, the winner of the 59th running of the Daytona 500. Let him hear you, fans. He can hear you.
Good job there, driver. What a job, man. Proud as hell of you, bud. I can't believe it. I love you guys. Thank you.
Begin our post-race coverage with Alex Hayden.
Paul Menard, a 5th place finish in the Great American Race. That's not a bad way to kick off the season. Describe the way this day turned out for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was exciting. We were in right in the middle of half of the crashes, probably more. Got a little bit of rider damage early. The guys fixed it. Moreland did a really good call to short pit before some fuel, so we didn't have to take as much fuel at the end. And so we're on pretty old tires. I couldn't run the bottom very well, so when those guys started coming on the bottom at the end, I was kind of tentative to get down there, but ran out of fuel off turn 2 and just nursed it home. But overall, really proud of my guys. Really good peak Menard Chevrolet, and looking forward to Atlanta.
Super excited. That's Paul Menard, a 5th place finish. Steve Post.
Boy, it's always good to see the 43 car up front and 4th place finish for Eric Almirola here as he shuts off some gauges inside the car, grabs a hat, grabs maybe a cool drink, gets himself ready to go here. with some conversation. Eric, congratulations, 4th place run. Describe your day here at Daytona.
It's a wild day. I can't believe how many cars were involved in wrecks here and there. So we were able to get through quite a few of them, and our car just didn't have quite the speed we needed to make the big runs and complete the big passes. But all in all, it was a good day for our Smithfield Ford Fusion. I'm so happy for Ford Motor Company to get to go to victory lane. That's so awesome for them.
What's it like racing out there with cars running out of gas in front? I can't imagine how nerve-wracking that is while the Daytona 500's on the line.
Yeah, that's one thing I think that maybe hurt our chances at having a shot to catch up to that lead pack and getting a big run. The 5 and the 27 were starting to run out of.
Well, all of the fun is officially over in 2017 as Daytona Speed Weeks has come to a close. Wow, what an absolutely incredible experience it was to go through this weekend. Today was awesome. I really enjoyed today's race. I know Wes wasn't really a big fan of it, but I had a blast. It was so cool. As you guys could very easily tell, I was very happy that Chase did not win that race. Very awesome for Kurt. He's never won a super speedway race before, and to win in the Daytona, his first one in the Daytona 500 is super cool. So it's nice to see a first-time winner for the 500 again. Very awesome for Kurt. He's been through so much over these last 10 years, really. So it's really cool to see him get a 500 win. Very deserving. Very cool, and definitely made a lot of people happy, without a doubt. So that concludes everything here from Daytona. I've done so much shooting for you guys. I haven't touched any of the editing yet at the current time in this video, but I'm hoping to do some of that tomorrow with one of these free days. It doesn't appear that I really am going to be doing too much tomorrow. Tomorrow's just going to be like a relaxed day here, so I'm hoping to get some of these videos edited together on Wes's computer and start working on some stuff to get them uploaded to you guys. So I know it'll be kind of weird for me to say this in the video and already have all of them out by the time you see this, but kind of just my game plan. I don't leave here till Wednesday night, so tomorrow's just going to be a chill day. Tuesday I'm going to be going out on a boat with Nathan, his wife, and Wes and Brittany. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I was really excited to meet him and Casey this weekend. I also met Parker. You know, it was so cool. Really awesome experience this weekend. I've now been to the Daytona 500. I've been to Daytona International Speedway. I've watched races there, so some pretty cool stuff I can check off the bucket list for sure. We got some sun today. I didn't really take into consideration that I was going to be in one position for an extended period of time today, other than the last 2 days where I've been moving around. So we got a little sun, but it's all part of the game. We'll be fine. Nothing a few days of uncomfortable skin and skin peeling can do. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I want to thank you all for checking out all of these videos throughout all of Daytona Speed Weeks. I really wanted to make these good for you guys, so I know that all of these are going to be really long, but if you stuck around and you watched them all, took the time to do so, I really think that you guys are going to enjoy them, or did enjoy them, I should say. As always, feel free to leave constructive criticism. I'm definitely not the perfect person when it comes to vlogs. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on stuff that you think that I could be doing differently, things that you liked, things that you didn't like, ways to improve for the future. So, you know, don't be afraid to let me know. I think our next race is going to be a dirt race sometime in the middle of March. So, I have to check my racing calendar to really see. But that is the next time that you can expect something out of me for vlogs, so give it a few weeks. you know, once April starts hitting around, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. Racing will be back on a regular basis, and hopefully we can really take this vlog series and make it something really, really cool. So again, I want to thank everybody that was involved in this trip this weekend. Of course, Wes and his girlfriend Brittany for allowing me to really do everything, stay with them, you know, transporting me everywhere, making it easy for me to get tickets, just being good friends, and really making this an awesome experience. Again, everybody at JD Motorsports for what they did yesterday and Friday. Johnny Davis himself, Garrett Smithley, Harrison Rhodes, Ross Chastain, the whole team, the crew, the families, the friends, everybody. It was just an experience of a lifetime this whole weekend. Very grateful for this opportunity. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do something like this again, or when I will be able to, if I am able to. So it was definitely a 5-star experience this weekend. I'm very happy that the NASCAR season is back. Very happy that we are rocking and rolling with racing, and pretty soon we'll be really up and going with everything racing in the racing world as a whole. So make sure to check out our stream, twitch.tv/SprintCupFan24. That link, as well as the Facebook and Twitter, are down in the description. Facebook.com/TSRCTV, as well as Twitter.com/TSRCTV. Make sure to check that stuff out. Help us grow and become really, really cool. I've been missing you guys on the trip. Can't wait to get back home to start streaming again. But we still got some few more days to hang out and have some fun in Florida, so I'm not quite ready to go home just yet. But we'll be there soon enough. It's already been a really fast 4 days now that I've been down here. But you know, we'll enjoy the rest of it while we're here, and get back and start having all the work and stuff to do when we get home. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave your feedback in the comments. Make sure to like the video or dislike it, depending on how you felt. Subscribe, post it around, helps grow. Love you guys, and we will see you in our next vlog sometime next month in March.